Here's the situation. I own a wedding venue and I see all the different things that people say online about price, and I feel like I pay really way too much. Why aren't I paying what I see other people are paying online? Okay, really good question. Here's some context. I want to just take a very variable state, I would say, Texas, for instance. So there are 3 or 4 different areas of Texas. You have kind of coastal area, you have inter area south of Dallas, you have northern area, and then you have West Texas. All very different perils and a lot of different stuff that insurance companies have to worry about. So to give you some context on just the difference in pricing in a state, this is not the country. Let's just say a $2 million venue, or let's say $1 million venue for round number purposes, right outside of Houston, roughly 50 miles from the coast. That might be $20,000. However, if you move inland and to the south of Dallas, let's say College Station, New Braunfels, Austin, that area, it might be half of that. Then you move north of Dallas, it might be 50% more than that. And then in West Texas, you could be looking at something a little bit less than what is in that area, Austin, New Braunfels, that sort of thing. So that is just the microcosm of a state. That's not even nationwide. So if you talk about, okay, let's just say moving that $1 million venue outside of Houston to Columbus, Ohio, it might only be $4,000. Let's talk about Oregon. Well, that $1 million venue in Oregon, in a very remote location in Oregon, might be $12,000. So the variability just within zip code is tremendous. I mean, it could be 50% or more. And so that's one thing I'll say as far as misinformation goes. If you're a venue owner and you are looking for advice on Facebook or Reddit or ChatGPT or anything else about costs of insurance for my venue, you can pretty much throw that information out the window, because it is so location, building, area specific. It's kind of just there's not a standard. So that's my advice for today. Am I paying too much for insurance for my wedding venue? Well, talk to somebody like us and we can tell you and give you an objective assessment and some clarity on what I have, what don't I have, what I need, all that sort of thing. And as I mentioned previously, we are the only broker in the U.S. that has their own program that they build specifically for wedding venues. Excuse me, for wedding venues.